Good evening, everyone. Brendan from Starpoint Australis. Thanks for joining me on this fantastic Tuesday, the week that was. Well, I can say that I'm feeling a whole lot better after being sick for nearly 2 weeks. But got my mojo back. Was in the actual prototyping lab this weekend, just passed as well, which is pretty cool. Getting a few bits and bobs done. Basically, the bits and bobs that I'm getting done was on this telescope here. Well, part of it. We got these little parts over here. So these are for the 12-inch. So I've got to finish them off, just a little bit of sanding and then coating. But the spider vanes for the 12-inch, you'll notice that they're a bit fatter. They're a slight bit different design to the smaller ones, so the 10-inch versus the 12-inch. It's just because I'm going a lot further out from the tube. We're looking at nearly 350 mil versus 300, or even sub 300 by the time you get there. So I just wanted a little bit more moment capacity in the middle. And yeah, so we'll get that sorted. Also, these are the backing plates as well. So these will be, if you have a look at the secondary, these will sit kind of, I'll put in that. So that'll be the secondary cutting through. The mirror will sit up on the underside here. And then of course you've got the shroud cover that sits on the underside of that. So these will sit up on the inside, and I'll cut it out. So these will sit up on the inside to make sure that, you probably can see that. I can't really hold it in there properly. But yeah, so this will shroud the secondary mirror from incidental light coming from the outside, and then you darken it up right on the edge so that all you're getting is the light from the primary and not getting scattered light from everywhere else. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, that's the stalk of the secondary mirror. It's really strengthened up since the last time I showed you this. So all the epoxy's really settled down, which is good. What else have I got? Oh, yeah, that's right. So I have these little bad boys. Oh, I wonder how... So these are the secondary vanes that are now installed. Got a bit of blue painter's tape down there. That's just holding the... if I flip this around this way a little bit, you might be able to see it. So you'll see the gold sitting just there, which is reticulation of power for the secondary dew heater. I've got a secondary dew heater controller that I'll put into it. It's running off a little printed circuit board. So that should be pretty cool. And that'll integrate into our Starpoint control panel, or SCP as we call it, nickname it. So that's pretty cool. I've also been working on the SP3 itself. It's dialing in quite nicely. I've finalized the connection from the base plate, the radius base plate, onto the focuser itself, which is pretty cool. It's nice and stiff on the rotation. I think I had 4 kilos on it sitting on the outside here, so that's way more than you'd ever have as an offset for your system, even with the filter wheel that hangs out. So stable, which is good. I've got to, hopefully later tonight or early tomorrow before I head out, I'm going to mount this to here. I don't know about you, but if I hold it the right way, you guys will see it. But it just looks absolutely mint, low profile, keeping out of the way. So I'm really glad with how that's turned out. Also put the black covers back onto this one here. Little temp probe sitting out the side. So that's pretty cool. I did testing on that on Sunday, and it was lifting, was it 7.3 kilos vertical lift. So that is about the worst that it will ever see. I don't rate them for 7.4 kilos, but it definitely works at 7.4 kilos. And accuracy wise, through full range of movement from top right down to the bottom at 0, and then right back up, I was accurate to within 1 micron. It's pretty crazy to note. 1 micron of accuracy over what this one here has 15 mil of movement. So I'm quite happy with that. My next test for that bad boy is to mount the actual focuser basically as you see it right now, I want to see how much everything flexes. Let's be honest. But how much flexure I'm seeing at full extension out to 300 mil. Just to give you an idea, 300 mil. A lot of people, some people can figure it and some people can understand it, but 300 mil, this is a 300 millimeter. So something hanging out that far from the actual telescope at 6 kilos weight. Now, I'm going to be optimistic and try for about 30 to 50 micron at 300 mil. Now, that sounds like people go 50 micron. Well, you think if your hair is 100 micron typically. Mine's about 20 mil a micron, but we won't go there. Yeah, so I'm hoping for about 6 kilos, 30 to 50 micron flexure at full extension. Now, why do I do it at 300 mil? You might be asking, like my camera sits really close up to the actual focuser. Well, if I'm at 30 micron at 300 mil, it's relatively linear. So therefore, by the time it gets back up to where you would normally have your telescope, I can almost be assured that there's going to be next to no flexure at that point. So that's why we test over and beyond what should be normal, so that we can be assured that what is normal works properly. What else have we got? I had a bit of a play on the laser. I made up a backplate. You can see this is for a Skywatcher. Now this one here in particular is for a Quattro, and I found out the other day that the Quattro and the old school f4.7 or 1200 mil Newt are slightly different. So I'll have to make a new backplate. But that's okay. This will find its home somewhere soon. What else have we got? We've got the not the SP3. We've got the Octans and Phoenix. So we're almost at we've got a resolution, 100% resolution now. I'll be sending out an email tonight to all of you who have ordered, just to let you know what is happening there. For the rest of my followers, I'll let you know probably next week or the week after, depending on how I go. Last things last, Jess and I are out of here tomorrow around midday to go to Brisbane. We're going to a business conference. That should be pretty good. It's pretty full on at 13, 14 hours per day, but look, we'll get what we need out of that and come back better and stronger again. Other than that, I think I might get back to doing some fitment of the focuser to said Newtonian in the background here. Have a safe and happy week to come, and we will catch up with you next Tuesday. Till then, Brendan out.